Well, welcome back to the action.
Yep.
Great match between Jesse Engel and Mr. Shane Van Boening.
Yeah, we're here at Westgate Resort and Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada for the 24th Annual U.S. Bar Table Championships. This is a winner's bracket match. We're down to 4 players on the winner's side. Jesse Engel and Shane. Boy, Shane barely escaped his last match.
Yeah, he was down
4-1.
4-1
Yep.
to
Max Eberly.
Max Eberly, who quite a shooter.
Yeah.
Quite a shooter.
Jesse won the lag, so he gets to break first. It is an alternate break format. Race to 5.
Shane, essentially 3-1 favorite in the match.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm Gennaro Vasquez in the booth with Bill Stock.
Bringing the action to you.
Well, Jesse won the leg, so he'll elect to break. Race to 5. That's a very quick race, isn't it?
It is. A lot of the matches been going pretty quick.
Race to 5. Boy, that's just one little mistake might turn the tide in that.
And this caliber of player, one mistake can prove fatal.
Absolutely.
Spread them and made balls. Okay, so Jesse will choose what groups to go with.
Well, I would have to think those stripes would be one of the first things he'd be looking at here.
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me as well. Everything's open, but he's got a good starter shot.
I guess if you take stripes, really the 8-ball is the only ball that's even, you have to play careful shape on.
Yeah, it goes into the corners at this point. I'd like to give a shout out to all our sponsors. CueSports International that puts the show on, and Bad Boys Billiard Productions is running it. Cyclop pool balls, Magic Ball Rack, Diamond Pool Tables, and Simonis cloth. And we get their Fargo ratings, courtesy of Fargo Rate.
Probably just shoot this 9-ball, draw it back out for the 11-ball would be my guess. All right, just stop it there and play the 11 all the way down
the corner,
too.
Yeah, that's okay too.
Yeah.
And then just hold there for the 10.
That's really a matter of preference, which one he wanted to do. He elected to not hold the ball down there for the 10-ball.
I'm really surprised, actually, because now he's got to go back there. He can get there from the 15 easy enough. I thought he would have.
Yeah, I would have thought he would have addressed it while he was right down there. Maybe the angle was a little different than he would have liked.
Or maybe he was thinking he'd go 15, 10, and then 8 back up in this corner.
Well, I think clearly what's a little tough to tell from the monitor, but I think that 10-ball must go past that 1
I would think
and
so,
5.
yeah. Well, if it didn't, he surely would have taken it.
Right.
When he was on it.
I didn't think it did initially, and that's why I thought he would play it out. But I guess the 10-ball does make some sense leaving it there because now he can just kind of float off that top rail and leave for the 8-ball.
I don't think he wanted to get way over on the rail for this 15. I mean, he's fine, but...
Well, the speed is just that much more critical when you hit the shot.
That'll work.
Just a nice little downward angle. You can hit it with maybe just a tip of English to bring it over for the 8-ball.
He's okay.
Yeah.
He'd probably rather be straight in, but
Well, he's cutting away from the pocket, which always makes it a little, for the average player, a little bit more difficult.
ooh, ooh, oh
Wow.
my goodness. He made 8 ball and scratched. It was 1-0 Shane, and it's Shane's break.
And
And that's a good reason why he wanted to be straight in on that 8 ball.
yeah, it's still that to hit the 5 ball and find a way to
Yeah.
carry him into the side. That
If
was.
anything, he maybe should have put a little bit of draw on it to draw away from that ball.
Yeah, I think so. Or follow. I mean, pretty much almost anything, but to hit at just the right
Yeah.
angle to
Yeah.
scratch off the 5 over there was.
Oh, that was cruel.
Yeah. Oh, he ran that rack so nicely. It was
Yeah, yeah. Very controlled.
not in trouble really at any point.
And Shane says, thank you very much. Pool gods are looking after Shane right now because they looked after him in that last set.
Well, he is vying for the all around.
Yep. If he wins this match, it would put him in the hot seat match, which guarantees him top 3. And third place guarantees him a tie for the all-around if Skyler were to win the tournament. Him and Skyler would tie. But Skyler's already on the loser's side, so he's got some battling to do.
Well, I mean, I'm not sure if that
1 ball.
passes by the 1 here.
Well, which ball you talk? Oh, the stripe?
The
Or
stripe. Yeah.
You might be playing a combination. The 3-1 combo, maybe?
I don't know if that 1 ball goes.
I don't either. I'm just
Yeah, I'm kind of
speculating.
looking out the window here,
Oh.
and it does not look like it goes. I think he might be looking at the combo for
Combination
the stripe. Yeah,
for the 14, yeah.
It's an open table.
That looks like it makes more sense. Yeah. Now everything's wide open for him.
You know, it's so funny. You watch these great players, and they shoot one shot, and all of a sudden the rack seems like it just opens up.
Yeah.
The first after the first shot, you're like, oh yeah, okay.
Now it makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
First off, why is he doing that? Well, okay, that makes
He
sense.
might have hit that a little harder than he meant to.
Wow.
He might have hit that a little harder than he meant to. I mean, he's still fine. I think he has the 13 ball here, so.
Yep. I think he wanted to shoot the is that the 12 on top of the 8 there?
Yes, I believe that's probably true.
He's got it in the side.
He wants a ball on
now.
the side, yeah.
He's fine. Landed perfect on
And he
it.
still has a little bit of an angle, which I think he really wants to be able to shoot this.
That's 15.
The 15 ball, but
Well, he'd like to be fairly straight on the 15, but
might just have to shoot a little nip shot to be able to keep it in that general area to be able to play the 15 ball.
I'm not sure what angle he has on the 12 to the
It is a
side.
slight downward angle, so he might try to use the 8 ball, but who knows? That's also a little dangerous.
You could always
Might
draw
push
back.
it up against the 10. Yeah, he did use the 8 ball as a stopper, but just a nice little speed to kind of.
Now, he'll either go to
Stop
the
the
other
cue ball.
side of the 10 or go over and back, either way.
Nicely done.
Yep. He'll just draw back and shoot it in the same pocket.
Well, Sheen looks like he's going to take a 2-0 lead.
Yep.
Boy, that was a
Oh,
tough
first game, yeah.
yeah, that
Huge
was
swing there.
tough swing there for Jesse.
We hate to spot Shane 2 games going to 5.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine Jesse's steaming inside. I would be.
Yeah, I think he probably wanted to be a little bit straighter, or even if he has a different cut angle where he's on the left side of that 8 ball, he
Yeah.
he goes naturally into the rail as opposed to
Yep.
He probably thought the 5 ball would be a stopper, in a sense.
Yeah,
So,
and he could have easily avoided that
yeah.
scratch by he could have drawn out of it. But is what it is,
Yeah.
and he has to move on from that and try to put it out of his mind. And
Shane Van Boening rated at 819 Fargo rate, now a 93%
yep,
favorite to win this match according to Fargo rate. This race to 5, boy, you can get down quick, and it's if you do, it's hard to catch up.
yeah. Well,
Oh,
he made
avoided
balls.
a disaster there. That cue ball almost got
Yeah,
kicked into the corner pocket. That would not have
yeah.
been.
Now both groups have some issues here. Unless that 7 will go on the side right now.
I believe it does, but even if it does, the 6 ball's in kind of a
Got the
funny
6
spot.
over there. Yep. 6 banks.
Well, there's not really what I see as like a natural breakout shot for the 6 ball either. There's not really a ball sitting that's just says use me to break this ball out.
Yeah. If the 7 goes and he's straight in, he could roll up for the 4, take care of that one. But if he's got any angle at all where the cue ball will go left on him, he can't really do that.
Well, I definitely think solids are the balls to play.
Yeah.
Stripes are not sitting in such a great
No,
spot.
you got 2 stripes there along the rail, and the 1 ball's covering the pocket. So
Even if you have to bank that 6 ball, there's some balls over there that could help you potentially. Because if the 13 ball stays in the same spot as it is, at sort of a sitting in such a spot that it's a nice little carom if needed.
yeah, I figured he'd roll up for take care of that 4 ball.
He may just go for that bank right after this. I don't think he wants to open up that 1 ball too much if he doesn't have to.
Yeah, it's got pocket covered from both of those stripes along the rail.
And I think he would love to be able to use that as, just something to, if Shane gets back to the table, just kind of slow him down a little bit at least. He may play that 6 ball right after this 4. He doesn't really like it.
Can't say as I blame him. Well, if he's going to bank it, he'd have to crossover bank this on this one.
Well, that's what I think he's looking at the 2 ball.
Yeah.
He must be thinking of using the 1 to go over into those balls then.
Maybe. Certainly could. He's got the good angle.
Yeah,
for
it's
it
a
now.
natural angle. You just gotta watch, boy. That scratch is right there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just, boy, that would just not be a good situation. The good news is if he hits it, the 3 ball's kind of sitting down there for a shot. The 5 ball's sitting in a pretty good spot. So. And he does get a nice. Oof. Well,
Does it go past a 3?
Can't really tell.
If it does, he's okay. If it doesn't, he's in big problems.
Yeah, it's hard to say. It's. I mean, there is a combo if it doesn't go, but it's not.
Yeah, it's a
That's
pretty low.
nobody's favorite combo.
It goes.
Yep, it
It's got
does.
plenty of room to go.
The way he was looking at it, I thought he
Yeah.
was looking at that combo for sure. Wants to get a little bit of a downward angle, I think, on that 3 ball. But making this shot is probably got to be first and foremost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, look
Oh,
at
wow. Just
he
got that
got
little kiss.
Yeah, but it might have screwed him for making the 3 now.
Yeah, I don't think that. Hard to say. I don't think the 3 ball. I mean, if he were up where about where the 9 ball is, maybe just a little bit above that, he could definitely make it. But
Yeah, from where he's at now, I'm not sure. I think I might be calling a ref.
well, in that 5 ball, it's not sitting in a great place. Even if he can make it, that is
Yeah,
natural shape to try to get back on this 3.
from where I'm looking directly at the table, which is a little different angle, it looks even worse. I'm calling a ref.
Yeah, I don't think he can. I don't think
Yeah,
he can
Shane's
hit
looking
it.
at it.
I don't think he can hit it. And I don't think he really wants. I mean, it's not like it would be that great of an obstruction for Shane, but at least it's something. Maybe take the 5 ball and try to block the corner pocket where the 10 and 12 are. I'm not really sure what you do here.
If I was Shane, I'd be telling him now that I want to call a ref. Don't let him get down on the shot. Yep, Shane's looking for a ref. Well, Shane didn't agree with you. He didn't say anything, just his facial expression. He didn't think it was a good hit, but I thought it was a good hit. Hey, come back here. I'll take it. I thought it was good. Split hit, if anything, maybe, but it was. Well, Shane's break. Jesse's on the board. Okay, let's see.
Well, solids look pretty good here. 5 ball is really if there's a trouble ball, but
That'd
stripes
be
look
it,
good
yeah.
too, though.
Yep.
And the stripes are all down on one end of the table.
Well, if I can get to that 15, I think I'm taking stripes. Well, you can shoot the 13 and roll down, or
Yeah, he has options. Yes, but I think stripes are probably the ones he'll go for.
yep, that's what he's looking at. Yep, he's got it now. Yeah, he'll just go forward and spin out a little bit. Just enough to give him a shot on that 12. Ooh, he decided to just get that 5 out of the way. Now he's got to shoot the 14,
Yeah,
which is okay.
he's sitting okay though, because now he can come over back to the other rail and.
Ooh.
9 ball, just what he wanted.
Yeah, but he didn't want to hit
Oh,
that
I know,
8
I
ball.
know, I know.
Yeah, this is a little tricky here.
Yeah, he's sitting a little funny, isn't he?
Yeah, he did not want to brush that 8 ball on his way by. Gave him a bad angle.
Well, he was trying to spin over probably for the 12 ball, but
He's looking at what's going to happen if he goes down table, or he just floats up to there. I'm not sure if he can bump the 5 or not. No, he's just going to take what he's got. This is a little touchy here, too. Get on the 8 ball.
yeah, it's a thin hit. He's hitting
Cue ball's going to go up table.
maybe a quarter ball here.
You got to watch out for the scratch in the corner where he's standing, too.
2 ball blocks at least part of that pocket.
I don't know.
Maybe not. I think he called it in the corner. A bank shot.
No.
I don't know.
He couldn't have done that.
Well, he pointed out there.
He did point there, but I'm not sure what the purpose of his point. Oh, he's going to get hooped. And he's going to bring out Shorty. Even the best stub their toe occasionally.
Well, if he can come with this one, certainly would be an amazing shot.
You mean like
oh,
that?
how good is that? Don't scratch.
Oh,
gosh.
so both he and Jesse have made an 8 ball and scratched. 2-2. Jesse's break. Some interesting happenings here in this match so far.
Yeah, basically a race to 3 now. Shane's still considered a 3-1 favorite.
Yeah.
even though it's a race to 3. Well, that was sure a great shot though. Jump shot and jump cut, and somehow the cue ball finds its way in the side pocket.
Ooh,
Oh,
boy, got kind of like double kissed in there.
yeah, you did. Well, both players to that point had really good breaks.
Yeah.
Well, this is cue ball in hand anywhere on the table for Shane Van Boening.
Now, if he's, what does stripes look like? Because he can play
Well,
that stripe up by the one ball and get the one out of
I
there.
think
So that
so.
there's a
Yeah,
pocket for the 8.
really the 8 ball's the big.
Well, he can open that up right now.
Mm-hmm. In a number of ways.
Yeah. Might shoot the stripe and just kind of bank that one out of there.
It's also a little tricky though
You
because
don't want
like
to
you
double
have to be
kiss it right back to the
right.
rail.
Yeah, you have to be careful because if you somehow slide down table, toward that end rail too much, you get a much tougher shot. Maybe no shot. But he'll pick exactly where he wants to hit that ball.
Mm-hmm.
The advantage, especially of having ball in hand.
Yeah, he could even play the one ball off the backside of that stripe. Be a hair risky, but or he could do this. No, that's what he's going to do. I just think there's a danger of like double kissing that one ball right back to the same spot.
Well, that there is. But even if that is the case, I'm sure he is hoping that that doesn't happen, but there are some other balls sort of down there that he might be able to do something with it too. I think he's pretty concerned about just the shape from it too.
I know he wants stripes.
I think so. I think stripes are sitting better. Although solids really aren't that bad. If you
Yeah.
shoot the 2 ball or something and then you break
Go in
those
and
out,
break those up, yeah.
yeah, I mean that's
You do
also a
that as
possibility
well.
too.
He's going to do it from the 6. Okay, and that's fine. That might be even a safer way to do it because he's got 2 stripes down there. He's got the 2 in the side. He's going to change his mind again.
I think he's just sort of looking at all his
Yeah,
available.
I'm not sure what the 3-ball plan was about, but
Hard to say. If I had the brain of an 819, I'd probably would.
yeah. Well, he was just had cracked a little bit of smile because he doesn't quite know what he wants to do.
Well, the 2 ball to the side, I mean, that's not a given. I mean, that's not an easy shot.
No.
Especially if you're trying to think about breaking out a ball too. Maybe I'll shoot the 5 or the 7 into.
Now he's back to the 6-ball, and I'm assuming he's going to run into the 1. And he's got a couple safety valves down there, too. That worked out perfectly.
Wow.
Absolutely perfectly.
Does he shoot the 2 ball here?
I don't know. Not really sure.
He's got a good look
you're
at
not
it,
gonna
though.
shoot that ball. Don't even look at it. He was looking at the 3 for a minute.
No, yeah, there's no way. I think he's trying to figure out, like, what does he want to try to draw around, just like float forward for it?
Yeah.
What shape does he want to play on it? And he's going to roll it up with a 3 ball. Sitting pretty good, I think. Might just shoot this 4 ball instead.
He is, it looks like.
Yeah, I think he's a little bit off Engel for the 3. That's why he decided to.
Well, now he's got a good angle on the 1. He can just roll it in. Then he's got the 7 and the 5.
Right, and use the 3 as a key
Use
ball,
the 3 as the key.
which just kind of eases
Yeah.
that ball into the hole.
Left himself a little bit of an angle so he can get out.
Yeah, he
towards
can
the
just
3.
draw out for this 3 ball.
Mm-hmm. That's going to land perfect.
Yeah.
Basically, just stop your cue ball, shoot the 8 in the corner.
Well, and this is a big game too because he just basically won the game on Jesse's break.
Mm-hmm. All right, 3-2 Shane. And it's his break.
Well,
Brett's wandering over here for something.
just to watch, I think.
Let's go into little boy's room.
Well, I mean, in the scheme of things, that was a pretty big game because now that gives Shane a chance to get to the hill.
Yeah.
Both players, in case you just joined us, both players had a, I guess you would call a little slight stumble because they each pocketed the 8 ball and scratched.
Yeah.
That's not something you see very
No.
often. It's not something you see very often.
Especially
I've seen it twice in this match.
And players at this level, yeah.
Well, Shane, obviously an 819, 742 is a pretty sporty player. Well, here we go. This is a pretty big game.
Oh, look out, cue ball.
I don't think nothing's coming around to kick it in. Did he make a ball?
Yeah, but does he have one to shoot at?
Yeah, it's that's a good question.
I'm going to guess which solids are you going to take? Can you see the 7? I don't know.
I don't think so, but he could cut the 6, I think.
Underneath the 7?
Yeah.
If it goes, yeah. It does. I can see from here.
Mm-hmm. The 4 ball's in sort of a weird spot, too. It's not a... First shot is not a gimme off of this break.
Nope.
He might even elect to bank the 7 if he can't make it outright, I'm pretty sure. So he's going to maybe bank the 7 to start.
He's probably going to want to draw away from this because if you go forward, you might scratch in the side.
Yeah, you got to be real careful about, you can send this cue ball a little bit. Ooh,
And you missed the ball.
not happy with that.
Nope.
Not happy with that.
Now Jesse's going to want solids. That 14 ball's in a bad spot. He's got the 5 ball he could start with.
Yeah, I really think the 5 ball is probably the one he's going to want to start with.
Yeah, he could shoot the 4, but...
You know, there's some traffic up there that, 9 and 12 ball up there.
Well, if he wanted stripes, he could shoot the 9 and then use the 15.
I just don't think you would. I'm just not sure you would want to do that.
Yeah,
would you?
wouldn't. No, because by taking solids, it's not necessary to go into balls at all.
A 14 ball is not in the best of spots. And he leaves himself the 4 ball.
Yep.
Going to have to play the combination up there, the 7-6.
Yeah, it's pretty easy though.
For sure. I don't think that's where he wanted to be.
I don't either. I don't think he can get to the 7.
Well, you can
Might be able to just shoot the
might
6
be able to shoot
straight
the 6
away.
ball. Otherwise, he might be looking at I guess, might look at trying to nurse that ball in off the rail.
Yeah, I think he can see enough of it to.
Yeah, it's. I think he's got to just squeeze it in around the edge. He'll probably shoot the 3 ball now.
Yep, 1 ball, 7 ball, 2 ball, I guess.
And I want to come up on what is our right side of that 8 ball. But should have a pretty natural angle to do it, you would think. He's going to shoot this 2 ball now.
That's what it looks like.
Use the 1 ball as the key ball.
Maybe so, yeah.
Oh, looks like he's going to use the 7 as the key ball. Interesting.
I don't think the 8 ball passes on the 9 because it's going to have an angle there. Well, no, he can.
He's
pull
just going
back
to
a
kind of
little
draw
bit.
it off
Yeah.
the rail and just shoot it from about where it is, probably right about now.
Mm-hmm.
Probably play it off right about where it is right now. You can bring it up some. Sitting pretty good.
Almost brought it back too far.
Almost did, yep. Got a half ball cut here. Gonna draw out of it. I don't think there's a scratch on it.
No, I think the 9 blocks from that.
Wants to break contact.
Okay,
There you
3
go.
to 3.
Even match. Well, Shane did break and make a ball, but had
Missed his first shot.
first shot was not. First shot was a little bit on the tough side. You had to kind of back cut that 6 ball and try to hold the cue ball. So
Yeah, we got the CSI Arizona State 8 ball championships coming up in Tucson, Arizona, January 9th to the 14th. Casino del Sol. Beautiful location. And then the Michigan, BCAPO Michigan State Championships, February 3rd to 7th. Soaring Eagle.
then Wisconsin, Green Bay. That's a new location for that event
Is
this
it?
year. Yeah, it was held in Wisconsin Dells the last couple of years. So moving that out a little further east to Green Bay.
And the big one in July at the Rio, the BCAPO World Championships, July 18th to 28th.
If you've never had a chance to attend that, boy, I definitely would encourage you to try to come out. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is.
Great event.
Yep, close to 300 tables.
Well, we're at the Westgate in Las Vegas. We began last Sunday with the 10 ball. The 9 ball began on Tuesday, and now we are in the midst of the 8 ball tournament.
Yeah, the finals are tomorrow night, 7 p.m.
The match that we're watching right now, Shane Van Boening and Jesse Engel, both players so far are undefeated in this tournament. 3-3, you see Shane still 69% chance to win the match according to Fargo, right? Well, we talked about the last time Jesse broke being a big game. I think this is even a bigger game.
Yeah.
First one goes to the hill here, so.
Yep.
And if Shane gets it, Shane breaks, and that's
Could run this, could break and run out for the set.
So you can bet Jesse would love to keep Shane in his chair for this game.
Mm-hmm.
In the crowd, Hall of Famer Mike Massey played the 8-ball tournament out here.
Is he still in? Do you know?
I don't believe so. I don't believe so.
Ooh, man, he almost scratched.
Oh, they are not quite as
No, this
broke out
one's
this
ugly.
time as they were, are they?
This one's ugly.
Yeah, it's the 5-ball, the 9-ball, depends on which set you take, of course, but some work to be done on this one. Can you shoot the 1 ball and kind of go into the 5 now?
Good.
You know, it's problem is you mix it up like that, you just never know what's going to happen.
Balls will roll back together.
Yeah,
You just never know.
He would love to get a downward angle on that 2 ball because then he could kind of back cut the 2 ball and go there.
Yep.
Me, the first one there.
Yep. Looks like he's going for the 3 ball. Curious to find out what his plan is for.
Well, if
it's like you said, he wants to get down below the 2 balls, so he's got an angle to go into those balls.
For sure. And the 7 ball looks like it could be sitting in a way that he could kind of come off the rail and come back across for the 2 if that's what he wants to do, if he somehow can't get shape on the 2 otherwise.
He's coming down to try to get it.
He's sitting
got
perfect.
There.
Yep. Well, now it's just a matter of clearing it out.
What he wants to do is go into the 5. Clear it away. You'd like to leave that 9 there.
Yeah, you don't really want to hit the 9 ball too much, I don't think. The 9 ball, the 10 ball, both of those could be pitfalls if you catch any of those. This is a big shot here.
Mm-hmm.
This is a big shot.
You're just looking. No, you don't want to go into the 9-ball.
No, I think he really just wants to try to hit between the rail and the 5.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of push the 5 ball toward the side pocket there. He's going to hit it. I suspect he'll hit it with some speed at least.
Yeah.
Because he wants to come clear of that, no matter what happens.
Not sure why he's taking so long because he's got right where he wanted to get.
He's sitting pretty good.
He had a plan.
Yep, he's sitting pretty good. But I think he probably has a sense for how big of a shot this is too, of course.
Oh, yeah. He's fully aware.
Oh, he got the 9.
Yeah, I just think that was the thing he wanted to avoid.
Well, actually, he can cut the 5 ball up now.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Where's
sure.
he going to cut it up? To what hole?
Where the second ball is.
Yeah, I thought you meant cut it up the other
no,
table.
no.
There's nowhere for it to go.
Well, I'm not saying right now. He may wait a shot or two to do it.
But yeah, if he can get in that window you were pointing at, yeah, he can. Well, I think he's got too much angle to go to that window.
I think he wanted to try to use the 6 ball to get there right now.
He wanted to get straight on that 6, either in the side or the corner where he could get in that perfect window.
Well, he might have to shoot the 4 ball now, because to get from the...
Try to spin back around to that spot?
I guess. The thing is if you shoot the 6 ball now, to get from that 4 to the 5, he might be able to slow roll this thing and leave shape, but man, that is a small window. He's kind of flirting with the 12 ball there too, I think. Well, the next big shot of the match here.
Mm-hmm.
Shane, a few minutes ago, was sitting with his arms folded. Now his hands are folded, just waiting to see if...
I assume he's
Got a
awake.
good chance here. Oh, you can bet. He's just sitting there waiting for an opportunity. I think he's going to try to get out on it right now. That's not going to... Oh, wow, that's not going to be...
He's totally hooped.
Wow.
He is totally hooped.
That is not a good result for Jesse.
I just think when he was down here on the 4 ball, he should have gone into the 5 and not the 9. But he intended to go into the 9. You could tell
he
by
did.
the way he was lining things up.
It was intentional.
Yep.
He just didn't get in that window, we talked about. And I think it was the shape, honestly, I think it was the shape from the 7 to the 6.
Yeah.
Which was where he got out of line.
Yeah, he kind of hit the 50-yard line there.
Well, now Shane was sitting with his arms folded across his chest, then his hands sit in his lap, now the cue in his hand.
He's ready.
Ready to give this a shot here. So if he can get to the table.
What are you looking to do there, Jesse?
Create an alternate reality, maybe. I'm not sure. It's
Is he pulling a jump cue out? What's he going to try to jump
wow.
to?
How's he going to be able to do that? Try to jump over?
I'm not sure what he's going to try to jump to. The 5 ball?
Then he's going to try to jump over the 14.
Oh, my goodness. That's like almost impossible, isn't it, to keep a cue ball on the
You would
table?
think so.
Because
Well,
you got to send that cue ball airborne for what, 3 feet,
well, he's going to
4 feet?
and I mean, the only way to do it is to get the arc way up.
Well, okay. Impress us here.
This would be an amazing shot for sure. Well, he hit it.
Wow.
He hit it.
He might have got safe.
I can't tell if Shane can.
Can
Shane's can. I don't know. It's hard to see.
Oh, no. I think
He's got the 14, I think.
is there room between the cue ball and the 10 ball?
I think so.
He's smiling, like disgusted smiling.
That smile that he's like.
I'm amazed he even hit that 5 ball.
Well,
he's
he's looking
gonna
to play safe
yep.
here.
Obviously, he cannot. Well done. Now what are you going to do, Jesse?
Well, that was a gut check safety there. Oh my goodness. Well, let's get the jump cue out and jump.
No,
He
you're
jumps.
Good luck. Now he's got to really pull one. That was simply amazing that he
It
even hit the
was.
5.
Well, he
and
landed on it almost.
and stayed on the table.
Yeah, he landed on it almost, which was kind of the amazing part. That was really the only way I think it was going to be able to stay on the table.
Maybe so. But yeah, he had to send that about 3.5 feet airborne before he even came down on the
I don't
5.
even think you have room to mass it or anything here.
No, he's in a
He's
tough
going to have
spot.
to come off the. He's going to have to come off that top rail or something.
Yeah, but I don't think you can even come off that top rail and spin it enough
Well, I don't know. I think if you really load her up with some
yeah.
left English there, you might be able to spin it over enough.
He's only
But
got a tiny little bit of that end rail that he can get
you
to.
might have to end up calling the 5 in the side here, maybe. See what happens, but that was. You know what though? That was okay. Now I know Shane Van Boening is 819, highest rated player in the world. But to be able to come up with that safety, that little touch safety in
those
that
are
moment,
hard.
oh my goodness!
It's so hard to hit
I mean,
the
you
ball
talk
that
about
easy.
just how many times does the regular player want to hit that and just a little too much cut
Yep.
or something? And
No, those are tough shots. So he called the 5 in the side. He can see more rail than I thought he could see.
it's still
Well,
he hit it.
He made a good hit. But this time Shane has a shot.
Yeah, you have to feel like Shane is pretty happy to be at the table.
Yeah,
here.
and he should get out here, and then he'll be breaking.
So it's 13 ball, probably the 12.
Yeah, take care
Goes
of those
next.
2, and then come down here and play with these.
Although he doesn't have to if he doesn't want to. I mean, he has lots of options here.
Yeah, he might want to play with these first,
Whatever is the right way, I'm going to guess he knows it. So let's see
And
how he does
just
it.
bumped that out so that
Don't have to play any little ticky-tap shape
Yep.
or anything like that.
you still got to get on the 9 for one of the corners up top table, or where he's shooting his 15 right now.
Yeah, I think he's kind of looking at exactly what he wants to do. 9 ball doesn't go to either side pocket. Doesn't go to the pocket where the 8 ball is. Definitely does go up table, but
Both corners. And lower right corner. I think he's going to want to spin out.
yeah, you might come
2
out.
rails
Yeah,
and
you
try
might
to
come out
get
2
on it.
rails on this ball.
And if he doesn't quite get there,
Looks like he's drawing it. Yeah, he did.
Ooh, look out.
Oh, gosh. How big of a shot was that? Oh, my gosh. That is a
I'd be
talk about a
scared to
gut
death.
check.
Yeah,
Oh
I'd
my
be scared to
goodness.
death to shoot
Wow.
that shot, go into a ball over there.
Holy cow! What
But
a shot.
now he's laying perfect.
Yeah. Wow, what a gut check to be able to play that shape off that shot.
Yep.
Wow. Well, that's why he is who he is.
Yeah, he's going to take a 4-3 lead, more than likely, and he'll be breaking.
Well, you have to bet that he's pretty satisfied to be in this situation
Yeah.
now.
Could have easily been different.
Well, it very much looked like it was going to be different for a minute there,
You're
didn't
right.
it? Because, I mean, Jesse got on that 2 ball with the right angle to go right into
That
those
was
balls.
where he made his mistake, I think.
Well, I mean, you know, he did open a path for the 5 ball, but really narrow window, you know, and then he got out of line just
He
enough
couldn't quite get
that he
back
just
into
could
the
not
right
get into that
spot.
window.
Yeah.
And he tried. I mean, you saw he shot the
Mhm.
ball, the 4 ball up in the corner, and he tried to come back around,
Yeah.
but hooked himself. I mean, if that ball falls on either side, I think he's got the window.
Yeah. But it is what it is. Shane's ahead 4-3, and he's breaking.
Well, it's a tightly contested match, as you would
Yeah.
expect here. They're both on the winner's side. Final 4 winners.
Yep. And the winner of this match is guaranteed top 3, and Shane
Playing
knows
the driver's seat match.
Shane knows that if he gets in the top
Hot seat.
3, he's guaranteed at least a tie for the all-round.
And winning this match would go a long way toward
It'd
that
put him
goal.
right there.
Yeah.
It'd put him in top 3. So.
Yes, it would. That's true.
And the only way that he would tie is if he came in 3rd and Skylar came back through the loser's side and won the tournament.
Well,
He did get a ball.
wow.
It didn't look like he was going to get a ball there for a second. Well, he probably wants stripes, but he doesn't.
He doesn't have a great shot at a stripe.
I don't think
I don't know he has any shot at a stripe.
13 won't go under the 3.
No.
If he takes solid, he's got to deal with that 2 ball.
Well, he might not have much of a choice here. I don't think
True.
he has a shot at a stripe. He's not happy about it.
No, I think he's going to have to play the combination and play the 3-ball.
Not happy about it. You know, the 3 ball, and you have to kind of be careful how you do this too, because, you know, you don't want to necessarily leave it in the pocket. Could he shoot that 13 ball and then draw it under the 2?
Ooh, well, but the problem is if he misses his shape over there, he might not have any shot available. But yeah, no, he could. How about you just open it up? And everything's still open.
Did he get the 5 ball? I don't know.
Oh,
I don't
maybe,
know.
yeah, maybe not. But he can probably get to those with the 6. Looks like he's going to have to shoot that 2-ball, I
True,
believe.
but
Or he could shoot the 2 and get an angle on the 1 and go into those balls. I don't know. We'll see what he wants to do.
yeah, I don't. The way he's kind of looking and his body language sort of tells me that 5 ball is not open.
Yeah. He wasn't real happy about how the balls ended up. But he smashed that thing.
Oh, he did. It was he
Those things like that are going to happen.
There wasn't a lot of subtlety on going into that pack, was there?
You start rolling a bunch of balls around, and sometimes they're gonna end up not so good.
Well, he is sitting in such a way that he might. So if he pockets the 2 ball and kind of rolls up, he's looking at the angle on the 6 to maybe like just go forward.
Possibly.
And maybe break those balls out. But This is not exactly a connect the dot situation.
No, but he undoubtedly has to shoot 2-ball first. Now, what he wants to do from there, I don't know.
Yeah, I think he kind of has to play for the 6-ball next.
Well, he could pull back and play the 1, but no, he's going to the 6. Now, you got to be careful here because you roll into those 2 balls and you don't get a shot on the 5.
Yeah.
You may not have a shot, period.
Well, I think he would have to fall pretty bad in order to not be able to cut the 1 ball, I think, because it would be a back cut
Yeah.
possibly. But
Well, if he rolls into the 5, he'll probably be okay. If he rolls into the 14, he
that
might
would,
not
yeah,
be.
that would be trouble potentially for him.
Or
You know,
that's actually the 15, not the 14.
Well, and also, I mean, you don't really want to move that 15 too much,
It could
kind of up table because you blocked the
Yeah,
hole for the 7.
true.
Oh,
Well, that's a different way to do it.
he
Now
doesn't
what
come out with a very good shot, though.
No. Wow, cutting that 5 up to the corner is going to be a little tricky.
If even that's kind of an understatement, Bill. That would be very tricky. But
if
I
you
don't
want-
think he has much of a choice, does he?
Well,
What else
I'd
does he
say
do?
Play
Does
safe,
he
but I don't know where on earth you'd play safe to.
jump for the 1 ball cut to the side?
Ooh, no. No. I don't know.
I'm not saying it's a good idea. I'm just saying it's an idea. Not happy with the way that came out.
No, he's not. I was just surprised on his first shot that he smashed it so hard.
Well, right, because that has sort of the dominoes have
Yeah,
fallen
that's
to
what
get
created
him
the
into this situation.
Well, he's called it. Okay, it's not
Well,
easy. That's
let me
all.
tell you, this is not an easy shot.
No. I do know one thing. Shane hits the edges of balls really well. He thins balls real well.
This is not an easy shot.
Of course, if he does shoot it and he does make it, you don't know where the cue ball's going to land
Yeah, there's
either.
no guarantees on that either, is there?
Because he has to hit it with speed. He's going to bank it.
Oof.
Okay.
Well, he does have more control that way with the cue ball.
Yeah.
Slightly more control with the cue ball that way. Yeah, he calls it in that corner pocket. Wow. I mean, if he finds a way to make this and get out, that would be a really tremendous. Nope. But he blocks up the 12 ball.
For the one pocket, yeah, for the right corner he did.
Yeah, he would have to get pretty good shape in order to play it in the other pocket. It's kind of partially covering it. Looking out the window here, it looks like it is partially also covering it to the other pocket. Not that it can't be made, but it's...
Yeah, he's going to have to get down
yeah, you would
below
have
it.
to get down around, like you just pointed to, the first diamond
Yep.
in order to back cut it. Well, Shane had a chance there to wrap up the match. It's a race to 5.
Yep.
Jesse Engel from the Minneapolis-St. Paul Twin Cities area, trying to give Shane a run for his money. I think all the balls are accessible to pockets with the exception of the 12 ball being a little funny, but Well, we'll see what Jesse does here. I mean, the first few shots are,
He's going to start with a combination.
you would think, are relatively straightforward here. Oh, oof. Maybe he was trying to leave the 11 ball in such a way that he could draw it over into
Maybe.
off of those
I think
the
he
top
can.
rails.
He can now.
That's a pretty thin cut on that 11. And he kind of has to shoot around the 7. Yeah, he definitely could still do it. Yeah, that's what he's looking at.
Yeah, he can spin over there and off the end rail and then split those two balls or something.
Last thing you want to do is create more traffic, though. If you hit it and it goes down table, and you never know what's going to happen down there. Well, he has to shoot the 11, obviously, but
That's all he's got, yeah.
yeah.
I don't know why he's taking so long to do it.
Well, he's given it a lot of thought, that is for
Yeah,
sure.
He's not the quickest player.
Well, here we go. The latest big shot of the match. Did he get it? Oh, he
Yeah,
did.
he did.
He's got the 9 ball.
Or the 14. It's okay.
Well, and it's a big possibility here because he's breaking the
Yeah.
final game if it gets hill-hill.
Mm-hmm.
You almost cut the tension with a knife, it feels. You would have to think you'd want to use the 12 ball, maybe it's like the key ball.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if he hits this, he's got to come back up table. If he hits the 13 ball now in the side pocket, he'll have to use just a little bit of right-hand English to spin it off the rail. Maybe a little draw. Oh, I don't think he wants to. He definitely don't want to shoot that 12 ball now, I don't think. The transition from the 14 to the 8 would, in my opinion, would be much tougher. But that's what he's going to do.
Well, eight ball must not be. Oh, he's got all kinds of room there. It looked tighter from the other angle.
Oh, no. Did he get too far?
Don't know.
I think he did.
Do not know.
Did he get too far?
I think he can still do it.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
He sure doesn't look happy.
No, he doesn't.
Does not look happy.
No,
Wow.
he doesn't look like he thinks.
I was curious why he wanted to play that ball first.
Yeah.
Because if he used the ball that was down in the other corner pocket, he could
had
just
both
come out and play the
sides.
8 ball on the side.
Either side, I think.
Maybe he can still make it. Oh, it must be very close. Must be very, very close. Shane doesn't have his cue in his hand.
Well, apparently Jesse doesn't really think he's got it, so. And then you got to be careful you don't hit that one ball
Sometimes you
first.
can kind of throw these in, but does he have enough to do that? It's hard to know.
From this angle, it looks like yes, but from the other angle, it looks no. This angle doesn't look so good.
No. I don't think, does he have much of a choice but to try it? I mean,
Why, there's nowhere to duck to.
kind of almost has to.
Oh, he's going to call, what? How's it? 3 rails? How's he going to do that?
I bet he changes his mind before he shoots it.
I'm not sure what he's thinking.
He's come out of the corner 2 rails around 3.
And play it here?
Yeah.
I don't see that shot. Well, now he's back to this.
I
don't
see
know.
it, but I don't know
I
if
think
I'd
he's
wanna shoot
talking
it.
3 rails around like this.
Oh, for the cue ball?
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think
No, he's playing the 3-railer for that 8 ball.
That's
He's
what I
hitting
mean.
way on the outside of it.
yeah, to this corner,
Yeah.
to the bottom left corner.
Yeah.
That's going to be too long.
Oh, I don't know. It's close.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my gosh, what a shot. Holy cow.
Wow.
Wow. Who shoots that shot?
That's crazy.
Wow. That was an incredible shot. Holy. Wow, Jesse Engle with, I mean, have we seen a better shot so far today at least?
Not under the circumstances for sure. Skyler made.
Well, that jump shot Jesse made just to get a hit on
Yeah,
that ball
yeah.
was pretty amazing, but man, that was.
I can't believe that. Of course, Fargo Rate doesn't know who's breaking, do they?
No.
I can't believe 63 to 37, especially with.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be that
still
much
almost a
if-
2-1,
Yeah,
advantage.
If Fargo knew that Jesse was breaking, where'd Jesse go? Took another break.
Well, that was pretty amazing, Bill. I have to say that was, in that situation, what
Yeah.
a shot to come with it there. Oh, wow.
Amazing.
Yeah, well, he must play a little one pocket because that was definitely a one pocket shot. But you don't get out. You got the highest rated player in the world sitting across
Yeah.
from you, ready to take the match, and come up with a shot like that. Wow.
Well, we're hill, Jesse's breaking, so we'll see what happens.
Four players left on the winner's side
Yep.
after this match. One player will drop to the B side.
And I believe the match following this will be the hot seat match. So it'd be the winner of this match and the winner of the other two undefeated players, which I don't see anything going on out there, so I think they're probably done. Don't know who won, but
You would have to think he's feeling pretty good after that last shot.
mm-hmm.
Let's see what happens on the break. This is very, very big break.
No ball yet.
Yeah, he got
there
one.
he got one.
He got one. But they're a little tied up. A little tied up. The one ball and the, is that the 14 ball?
Yeah.
One ball and the 14 ball, the 4 ball in the side pocket.
Well, the 4 will go in the right side pocket.
Well then, solids might be the choice here. The one ball probably, boy, that's sitting funny.
Don't really have a starter's ball for 4 stripes if you wanted stripes. Not a good one anyway.
No.
I think you almost have
Maybe
to take
play the
solids.
10 ball.
10 ball. Oh, I don't think it goes to the corner. You might have
No,
to
the
cut it
side.
to the side.
Well, and I mean, if he elected to, he's not going to shoot that, but he's going to shoot the 5 ball, I think.
I'm not sure you can see enough of it. Or if it has a pocket. I think it might have the pocket. I don't think he can see enough of it. I think you start with the 7.
It'll be interesting to see what he does here because it's a fairly narrow window for the 5 ball and the 8 ball too. I mean, the part of the reason why I think he would like to play stripes here is the fact that he can clear out the path for the 8 ball.
Then he'd have both corners. Yeah.
But not an easy starter shot for stripes. 10 ball to the other side, it's about it. I think he's also thinking, like, if he plays the 5 ball, like, how is he going to come out? Does he try to come out 2 rails or?
Well, I'm not convinced he can even play the 5 ball.
No, he's looked at it plenty of times. So maybe he's not convinced either. We'll see.
Keeps looking that way, though. Regardless, you got to do something, Jesse. Is he looking at the 13, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. I wasn't sure he could make that ball.
Boy, it sure took him a long time.
Yeah, he's got the 10 ball on the side, too. It might be able to nudge out that 14. Or 15, I mean. However you break that ball out, you got to be careful because you could push it right over toward that 7 ball too. Because that's where it kind of wants to go naturally.
Well, we cut the 9 and go the side rail and out towards those balls where it'd push them towards the center of the table rather than towards the 7, I think. That worked out pretty good.
Yeah, it did. And I think, well, the ball goes, I'm pretty sure.
Yep, 12 balls, a key ball for the 8. What are you going to do with the 10, though?
Yeah, that's going to be the key ball.
I don't think it goes in the side past the 3. It might.
I don't think so either.
He's looking at it.
It's very close, but I don't think so either. Well, he's got the 12 ball to find a way to get on the 10.
Yeah. Well, now he's got the wrong angle to get the 11.
Yeah, you might have to shoot. Might have to shoot that first.
Possibly.
I can't really tell if he can slide on the other side of that 1 bar or not.
I don't think he can avoid hitting it. But he might be able to bump it and just kind of hold his cue ball right there.
Yeah, I think that's what, well, that's definitely what he's looking at for sure. Well, here we go. Well,
Now might be the time to go get that 10. Pop the 12 in and float over to the other side cushion.
Yeah, it might. That might be.
I mean, it's an opportunity to
Or
get there.
he might try to do something with that 11 ball too.
And he may, we may not realize that 10 may
Yeah,
pass
there
that
may
3.
there may be a shot that's available.
Yeah.
That's a little hard to tell. I don't think he wants to go too much further, does he? Well, he's okay. He's okay.
Looking at it still. Well, if it goes past the 3, you shoot the 12 and get straight in on it. I'm sure the 8 passes a 5.
From that angle, it looks like there's a pocket there, but
Obviously there is, because that's what he played for.
or he just really has no choice and it's going to be a tight fit. But I think he's got it.
Yep, that's going to be it, folks. Jesse will move on to the hot seat match, which will be coming up in 5 minutes. And we'll be back in about 5 minutes.